the walking armpit.
Hey, Brewster. Come over here. I got to talk to you.
Can't you just talk to me from there? Or better yet, why don't you phone me?
Well, I got something I think you'll want to hear.
Oh, don't tell me. You've got a job doing commercials for manure.
No. Say, I found out something about Joan. Oh, little Joni.
Oh, how fascinating.
Yeah, you know, she's not really an actress.
Oh, well, that's common knowledge.
No, listen. I heard her talking on the phone. She was talking about some college study she's doing, you know, she's about all of us, the rest of us actors. Yeah, she's got us broken down into categories and stuff like that.
Are you sure?
Cross my heart and hope to spit.
Oh, please don't. Look, what sort of paper is she writing? Some sort of scandal sheet, don't you think?
No, she's talking to some professor, say, you know, about antisocial behaviors and junk like that, you know. Yeah, she said she thought I was fascinating.
Must be a paper on deviant character traits. That would explain why she's always writing things down in these books. And her obtrusive penchant for asking probing questions.
Well, I got some probing answers for her, I'll tell you that.
Yes, well, I think we can have some fun with this one, Raz. I think we need to confer on it later.
Yep.
Not too close. I didn't bring my gas mask.
Jeez, I gotta cut 8 minutes out of each episode. How are we gonna do that? I'll have to reshoot something for continuity or something. Jesus. Well, I guess I'll cross that bridge when I burn it. Thank God, I'm mixing metaphors.
Well, I told everybody 5 minutes. I gave them a 5-minute call, but I don't think anybody probably heard me because nobody ever listens to me except for Brewster, and that's because he is...
There you are, Susie. A few of us in the cast are getting together later to discuss a few things, and I'd like it very much if you could be there.
You would?
Yes, I think you might find it very exciting.
Exciting? I think he's going to ask me out. Oh, I know he is. I don't know if I can stand it or not.
Places, we're going in 2 minutes.
Joan, I don't mean to be nosy or anything, but did Brewster happen to mention a meeting after the show with the actors? All the actors?
No, he didn't. And I just saw him. Is there some kind of meeting later on?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there is. No, there isn't. He told me there was a meeting after the show, but he didn't tell you there was a meeting, so that means he only told me. And that means it's just going to be he and me.
That could be real exciting for you, Susie.
I don't know if I can stand it. What are you writing in that notebook?
Nothing. Oh, nothing. Just tidbits for my autobiography, you know, just in case if I get famous.
1 minute. Places, please.
Oh.
I rue the day I ever heard of this 2-bit fly-by-night outfit. I could have been selling hot dogs at Mile High Stadium. But no, I wanted to be an actress. What?
I beg your pardon?
Didn't you say something?
No, I didn't.
I thought I heard you say something to me. I must be going nuts.
Some hallucination. Possibly a phobia involved here.
Ready and master control. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action.
I simply think that Beau is being unreasonable.
That's because you're a feminist, Sheila.
You don't have to be a feminist to think that Beau is unreasonable.
Beau comes from the old school, Sheila.
Old school? What's that, a euphemism for oppression?
There you go again.
Bambi, you're a grown woman. I think it's just time you started making some decisions for yourself.
Well, I'm trying to. I just don't want people mad at me.
Bambi, you're an adult woman living in an adult world. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody wants the best for you.
Oh, well, gee whiz.
I just think you need to make some decisions on your own. What has Beau got to do with this anyway? It's not his future. If you want to spend the rest of your life making worthless trash for mass consumption by a male-dominated media, then that's exactly what you should do.
You think so?
I don't think there's a question about it. Well, after all, what has Beau got to do with this anyway? And if you don't take that offer from that producer, then where will you be?
In Denver.
No, where will you be in a couple of years?
I don't know.
I'll tell you where you'll be sitting around here wondering why you didn't take that offer in L.A.
Sheila, you're just more independent than me. Truth to tell, I'm scared to go to Los Angeles with this producer.
Well, isn't he for real?
Well, he's not a ghost or anything like that.
No, I mean, isn't he legitimate?
Well, I didn't ask about his family.
Bambi! If Bo is so concerned about your career, why doesn't he take you to L.A.?
Oh, he has his own career to think about.
Bambi, picking up golf tees and filling ice dispensers is not a career.
Oh, it is to him.
On second thought, maybe you're right. Hey, but he could do that out there. I mean, you can't be a film star in Denver.
Oh, Sheila, maybe you could talk to him. Maybe you could tell him that he has to go to Hollywood with me and take care of me.
No, you're missing the point. I mean, that is not the idea at all. Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm from the Nuts and Bolts Refrigerator Repair Company. You got a freezer on the fritz?
Well, not that I know of.
Is everything westful with your Westinghouse?
Yes, sir.
Can your Kenmo do no more?
Well, no. I mean, yes.
Does your Norge need a nudge?
Oh, wait a minute. I don't think we called for a repairman.
Wait a minute, isn't the owner's name here Flem Wiebelmetzer?
No.
Well, good, because that's a horrible name. He's a very lucky man. In fact, I'm a lucky man, too. You know, I just found a videotape the other day of James Brown as a stand-up comedian. It's a very rare videotape. It goes something like this.
Ha! Shot it! Good God! God came up to me on the street the other day. Ha! Said, please, 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 I need to buy tea. Ha! Haven't had a bite in 3 days. So I bit him.
You know, I also won an award. An award, yes.
For what?
Well, I was voted Denver's least sexually threatening male for 1987. Yes, well, actually, it's not the first year I won the award. Actually, if I win one more year, I'll be in the least sexually threatening male Hall of Fame. That's because I guess I'm just not a sexy guy. You know, the women with me, their idea of sex is poking me in the belly so I can laugh like the Pillsbury Doughboy. You know, the women have a tendency to mother me. You know, it's just like the other night I was having dinner with this woman. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I have a hard time being romantic with a woman when she's cutting my steak for me. I don't know. And then I walked her home and she wouldn't kiss me at the door because I hadn't eaten my vegetables. That's unlike my roommate, you know, who's doing very well. You know, this is my imitation of my roommate and his girlfriend in his room when I come home at night. I hear, shh. You know, but it's a good thing. You know, I should be really upset, but I'm not because I have my musical career going for me. I have a new group out. We combine the best parts of the Moody Blues and Run DMC. Yeah, it's called Run Moody to Blues MC. We got a new record out called Nights of What's Happening. And what it goes something like this. And what I'm gonna need from y'all is a little bit of help now. Can you dig it? Go that. Everybody. I said breathe. The gathering glue, so then you watch a light fade from every room. Your bed sit up, people sit back in the mat. Another useless day's energy spent in passion. Lovers, they rested as one. The lonely man, he cried for love. He got none. New mama pick up, she suckled the hunt. And then the old folks, you know, they wish they'd be young. Cold-hearted old that rule the night. I said remove the color from my sight. You know that red be gray, so yellow got to be white. But only we can decide which is right and which is an illusion. Which is an illusion. Which is an illusion. Which is an illusion.
Better luck next time.
Oh no, I just realized I have to go pick up my costume. If you see Bo, can you talk to him, please, please?
Bambi, I don't want to get in the middle of this. I just want you to know that as a woman and as a human being, I mean, you have a right for your needs to be considered.
Oh, he'll fall for that. Thanks.
Bambi! Didn't you read that book I gave you? The Peter Pan Syndrome? I mean, I gave entrapped in any more unhealthy relationships. I mean, why do you think there's war and criminal exploitation? Because we allow ourselves to be judged by an extinct code of feudalistic male dominance. Speaking of feudalistic, may I help you?
It's just a Denver diner.
Would you like to have a seat? The cook just quit. I hope you're not in a hurry. And the owner isn't here right now.
The owner ain't here.
Not right now.
He's the bum we want. Yeah, on a platter. Shut up, Riley.
Oh, hey!
The owner be back soon?
He'll be back very soon.
How about some coffee, little girl? You know, this place reminds me of a diner my brother used to have. Your brother, really? No, my brother Arthur. He sold the joint after his assets went liquid. They went liquid, ain't that good? Now when the liquid was boiling. I take it your brother drank a lot. Yeah, he went to see his shrink about it. And his shrink worked and worked and worked, and finally discovered what my brother's problem was. And what was it? He liked to drink.
Hey, listen, if you want me to give the owner a message, I'll be happy to. I mean, you don't have to stick around.
You ever met my brother? No, I don't think so. He ain't hard to miss. He always wears his collar way up here to cover up his appendicitis scar. Appendicitis, ain't that down here? Yeah, but he's so ticklish they had to operate from up here. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, that's really too bad. I mean, don't you guys have some other errands to run?
My brother just lost his job, you know? Your brother? Yeah. He was a window washer. And he was up on the 23rd floor. We stepped back to admire his work and, He lost his job. Yeah. Oh, and when he hit the pavement, oh boy, was he embarrassed. Now why? Well, his collar flew off and his appendicitis got showed.
Can I help you, sir?
Sir, what's the gag, Sheila? Hi, are you gentlemen been help?
You're the owner of this establishment?
Yes, I am. Can I help you?
No, I think we're gonna help you. Yeah, you help stay alive. Shut up, Riley. My boss has decided that your diner is the perfect place for our expansion.
My diner? Your expansion?
Yeah, we're turning it into a laundromat. Shut up, Riley. Pay no attention to him. When he was a baby, the maid dropped him on his head. We didn't have a maid. My mother had to do it. Shut up, Riley.
Look, if I sell the diner, my dad will kill me.
And if he don't, I will.
Oh, well, you're just common thugs.
Sheila.
And we will not be intimidated by you. So you can just take your aggressive, violent behavior and foist it on somebody else.
That'll be enough for now.
She reminds me of my mother. Listen, we are at heart very kind, soft-hearted kind of guys. We will return in, say, 15 minutes. Perhaps you have had some time to think over our offer. Perhaps you will think it advantageous to you. Yeah, like you get to keep your health.
Mr. B, are you okay?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to call the police.
Oh, no, I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, I'll call the FBI.
No, I don't think that's a good idea either.
Well, I'll call the National Organization for Women. We've got to call somebody.
No, you're right. I know. Call my dad, okay?
Howdy, Mr. B. Howdy, Sheila.
Oh, you gonna stick around for a while?
Yeah, why? You giving away free meals?
Look, you stick around for a while, and I will.
Sure. You expecting trouble or something?
Oh, there were a couple of men in here, and they were trying to lean on Mr. B and force him to sell the diner.
Man, well, what'd they look like?
Well, one was tall and badly dressed. The other one was short and badly dressed.
Hoodlums.
Yeah. I think they want to take over my diner for nefarious purposes.
Oh, that's ridiculous. There ain't but one family of Nefarians in the whole block.
They're going to use the diner to launder their money.
Oh, well, that's really stupid. There's already too many laundromats in the neighborhood as it is.
I'm glad to see you've grasped the situation, though.
Hold it, cut.
Now what, Madam Director?
Ran out of tape.
Oh, great. Nefarious.
While we
Really.
stopped, let's go ahead and roll the commercial. Stand by, everybody.
Nefarians, really, how denigrating. Denigrating.
Hi, boys and girls. Wondering what to ask for next time your birthday rolls around? Or how about Easter? And don't forget Christmas. Whatever special holiday it is, you know your mom and dad are going to ask, hey, what can we get you? And you're going to say, gee, I know what I want. And you know what it is, right? It's what your whole neighborhood is talking about. It's this. It's the Rocky Flats glow-in-the-dark keychain. That's right, boys and girls. Not only is this the perfect gift to give and receive, but you'll be commemorating 20 years of happy, safe operation of the Rocky Flats facility outside of Golden. This keychain would make a terrific gift for Mom or Dad, too. Just think, Mom wouldn't have to fumble around in the dark in that big giant purse of hers looking for her keys. You might even save Mom's life from being mugged one night while she's fumbling for the keys in the dark. Think of all the ice cream that would buy you if you saved Mom's life. And don't forget about Dad. So write down this address and phone number right now. And how do they work? What makes them glow in the dark like magic? Order your keychains, kids, and we'll talk about that later. Just send a self-addressed stamped envelope to this address, and we'll send you as many of these glow-in-the-dark keychains as you want for free. Order now!
Rick, Mr. Ryder, who added this scene about the choir boys and the priest? This is disgusting.
No, that's for something else, for something I'm doing on the side.
I hope you have a good lawyer.
Yeah.
Stand by. We need a sound check on Raz. He missed a sound check.
What?
Raz, where are you? We need your voice.
He's not back here.
Raz, where are you?
I'll go find him.
Okay, thanks. Let's go on. He doesn't enter for a while yet, and I'm confident that we will be stopped again before that point. Okay, everybody, looks good. Happy, smiling faces now. Terrific. From Bo's line, no siree. Ready? Action.
No siree, Mr. B. I ain't afraid of no gangster types. They're all punch and no action. You know, I had a run-in with gangsters back up in Chugwater.
Is that right? What happened?
Well, you see, my family, we raised cattle up there, and we had a bull one time, and he was kind of a sissy-ish type, you know, and we always had to keep a pretty good eye on him. Well, wind got to these people who live over in Medicine Bow, and they decided that they was going to wipe us out and take over our farm by blackmailing us, tell everybody that we had a faggot bull. So I found out about this before it ever even happened, and I went right to work. I went down and I had all these bumper stickers printed up that said, "Chugwater bulls ain't no fairies." And then I went out and I gave them to everybody, and I started selling them after a while because people just liked them so much, and I sold thousands of them to Chamber of Commerce, and they sent them out all over the country. That's kind of a promo for our town, and I made so much money that I went to Medicine Bow, bought the whole town right out from under them gangsters, and ran them out of town on a rail.
Gosh, Bo, thanks for sharing that interesting experience with us. But these are city thugs. I mean, do you think you can handle them?
Oh, of course I can. I ain't afraid of nobody, no how. There ain't nobody in this world that walks, talks, or breathes that I'm afraid of. Where might is right, might does right. I learned that in school. You know, there ain't nobody can intimidate a wrangler like me from the great state of Wyoming. Howdy, ma'am.
Hey, Punk, does your mother know you're not wearing an undershirt?
Why? No, ma'am, she don't.
Didn't your mother always tell you to wear an undershirt? Didn't she, Punk? Hey, Punk, didn't she?
Well, yeah, she did.
You don't care about your mother, do you, Punk?
Well, of course I do.
Then why don't you listen to her?
Well, I don't know.
Speak up! What, you got a hearing problem?
No.
Go home and put on an undershirt before I, call your mother.
Oh, no. Please don't do that, ma'am.
Get out! You're not gone. By the time I count 3, there'll be a black stripe on your picture in the high school gymnasium.
Yes, ma'am, I'm out of here.
You really know how to handle him, Toots. Guess that's why they call you Big Mama.
That's why, and don't you forget it. Hey, you got some white stuff in your eye. You got a cold, maybe?
No, I don't think so.
You be sure to take your vitamin C regular, like I told you. Or else I might have to, ground you.
Well, I'll do that, Big Mama.
And when I ground you, you'll stay grounded. Got it?
I got it. Big Mama, can I be excused for a minute?
Why?
I gotta put another dime in the parking meter.
That's a good boy, Riley. You go right ahead. We wouldn't want you to get in trouble for breaking the law. That's a good boy, that Riley. He never gives me a minute of trouble. So, which one is the owner?
That's the skinny guy.
Hey, is it nice to talk about people's ugliness? Never be so rude as to mention that the guy looks like a water-soaked rat. It ain't, well-bred.
Sorry, Big Mama.
Hey, you! Skin and bones. Slither on over here beside me. So I assume my boys here have informed you of our plans.
Yes, they have.
And?
And, I'm, not willing to negotiate.
You are not willing.
To negotiate.
Perhaps my ears did not perceive me right.
Did they perceive hearing me say that I was not willing to negotiate?
That is what they heard.
Well, then they perceived you right. I mean, correctly. I mean...
You are not making a wise decision.
Big Mama.
What is it?
I work here, and I own the business next door. I mean, I'm a businesswoman just like you, and I can tell you this would not be a wise decision. This neighborhood is in a state of deterioration. I mean, we've been declared part of the Lower Downtown Denver Restoration Project, and you can't do any remodeling without getting the approval of city planners and the State Historic Board. So you couldn't do anything to this place to make it suitable for your, business.
Am I to understand you to say that the city would have an inordinate amount of interest in what I do here right under my own roof?
Exactly. I mean, you can't get any variances passed. You can't change the facade. You can't put in another door. You can't do anything without bringing down a flock of city planners on your head. I mean, it'd cost you a mint in bribes alone.
Bribes? Did you say bribes?
Did I? I didn't mean bribes. I meant fees. Fees.
Fees. Fees. That's much better. Well, boys, looks like we didn't do our homework.
Cut, sound problem, major sound problem.
What is it now?
Feedback on mic 3, too much impedance.
Whatever the hell that means.
Take 5, everybody. May as well rest your tired bones. This'll take a few minutes.
Sound problems. I mean, honest to Pete. They don't want to hear this stupid dialogue anyway.
Hello? No, nobody here ordered pepperoni pizza. You got the wrong number.
It was the most horrible experience of my life. I hope no one ever has to go through what we went through.
It started out as a normal day, then tragedy struck. It was something I never dreamed could happen to us.
You just go along taking life for granted, and then reality gives you a dose of itself.
It's like measles or the bubonic plague or shortness. Sometimes it just happens.
Well, she's your sister. I don't want to go unless you do.
Oh, that's right. Blame me because Monica's pregnant.
I'm not blaming anybody for Monica being pregnant. Least of all her brother. Honestly, Jeff, that is sick.
Look, if you didn't feel like going, you should have said something earlier. I could have gotten us out of it.
No, it's all right.
Well, look, I'm sure there's going to be other baby showers. She plans on dropping at least 3 kids.
Dropping? Honestly, Jeff, you can be so insensitive. You just almost... You ran through a stop sign.
I saw it. Anyway, I may be insensitive, but I'm not a hypocrite.
Who's a hypocrite?
You don't want to go to this baby shower, but you're putting on this suffering sister-in-law act like you're doing everybody a big favor by making an appearance.
Hey, I'm just looking ahead to when we have our own little ones. I mean, we have to think what it's going to be like when we're going to be wanting the support of our families, too. If we don't plant our seeds now, we're going to reap a bitter harvest.
Oh, brother. No more late-night movies for you. You keep coming up with these stupid proverbs that died out in the 30s.
Well, if I didn't have so much problems sleeping at night with your iceberg feet, maybe the TV wouldn't seem so tempting.
Cold feet, warm heart.
Cold hands, warm heart. Cold feet, no sweetheart.
Well, why don't you get a job? Maybe you would expend some energy that way.
Jeff, there was a cat! Oh, you almost hit the cat.
What could I tell someone so that they could avoid what happened to us? I'd say, always know where you're going. Don't get complacent. Don't settle for a dead-end street.
I think we're better people for the experience. We know now what we don't want. We understand where we've been. At least we know where we're going.
I see a Lazenthorpe Road. I see a Lazenthorpe Drive. I see a Lazenthorpe Avenue Court.
Just tell me where there's a Lazenthorpe Circle.
Well, I don't see a Lazenthorpe Circle.
There has to be a Lazenthorpe Circle. Check the address on the invitation again.
354 678 Lazenthorpe Circle, Building 12, Level D, Apartment 413A.
Christ, I'll bet the postman goes blind trying to sort his mail.
Well, the postman doesn't deliver door-to-door in Littleton. That's what Marcia told me.
Who's Marcia?
My aerobics partner.
What do you mean the postman doesn't deliver door to door?
Well, Marcia says they have these little stations at each of the corners, and everybody just goes and picks up their own mail. The postman drops it off there. Oh, there's one now.
Oh, good God. You mean these people don't even know their own postman?
Well, Marcia says it's a great security measure. I mean, if somebody knocks on your door in the middle of the day and says it's the postman, you know it's not the postman and just some filthy pervert.
All right, wait a minute. What if it's one of those special delivery postmen? What happens then?
Well,
what
it
about
could
it?
still be a filthy pervert.
Could you just check the map she sent us? Just do that for me.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, turn left at 134th Drive, and then left on Lazenthorpe Circle 2 blocks.
All right, now wait a minute. Aren't we on 134th Drive now?
No, we're on 134th Way.
So does this turn into 134th Drive?
Oh, wait. No, I think it turns, yes, into 134th Boulevard, and then we turn left onto 134th Drive, after we pass Egypt Road.
So am I going the right way or not?
I don't know! Don't scream at me!
I'm not screaming.
Yes, you are, and I'm just trying to help.
Oh, fine. You drive then.
No, get your hands off!
If it hadn't been for my sister, we might still be out there. It's a phenomenon of nature, of what happens to people when they're stranded in the wilderness. Kind of panic sets in. It's a visceral reaction to the environment. It's what triggers the survival instinct.
All I could think about was if that tuna casserole sits in the back seat much longer, it's liable to contract salmonella. That's all I could think about.
If it hadn't been for my sister, we might still be out there. We were wandering in circles, ending up in the same cul de sac for 6 hours. We were over 8 hours late for the shower. I can't handle this anymore.
Just pull yourself together.
I don't understand it. How can we be missing it? We're following the directions, we're reading the goddamn map. How can we be missing it?
Please, you're hysterical.
Why do we keep ending up on Blather Circle instead of Lazenthorpe Circle?
Jeff, please, calm down.
Blather Circle isn't even on the map.
Jeff, maybe we should just stop.
No. We've got to keep going.
Jeff, you're not rational. You're not going to be able to keep this up much longer.
Blather Circle! Blather Circle! Blather Circle!
Please, somebody help us. Call the police. He's losing his grip.
Lazenthorpe Blather. Lazenthorpe Blather. They're not even alphabetical.
Just shut up, Jeff. You're making me crazy.
You in the yellow Mazda. This is the Denver police. We've been sent to talk you out. Wave your hands if you understand me. Good, good. Now listen carefully. You need to go straight ahead for 2 blocks until you see the green mailbox with the name Smith on it. Got it?
Jeff, look. There it is.
Good, good. Now turn right, then go for 2 blocks until you see the ambulance and the Littleton police car. Then pull over.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Thank God we're here.
You know what? We're taking the bus.
Oh no! Jeff! We're gonna have to go back. I forgot Monica's present. It strengthened our marriage. There was some stress at first, after the tragedy. But I think we're better for it now.
One thing's for certain. We're staying on Capitol Hill.
It's the most horrible thing I've ever experienced. The horror of it. Winding street after winding street. No curbs. Monstrous housing developments with hideous aluminum siding. I hope I never have to see anything like it again.
I still have nightmares about it. Cul-de-sac after cul-de-sac after cul-de-sac. And all with the same name. End of the line road, end of the line circle, end of the line boulevard, end of the line drive. It's okay. It's okay. Come on, turn your cameras off.
The next time someone asks you to go to the suburbs, just say no.
But you said you were looking for me, Jody, baby.
Yeah, Raz, I was looking for you, but
Well, then why are we coming in here? Don't you want to be alone?
No. Debbie wanted you for a sound check. Debbie, I found him. I found Raz.
What?
I found Raz. You wanted him for a sound check?
Not right now.
What?
You see? Nice try, Jody, but not a good enough cover, you know? You don't have to pretend no more.
Pretend no more what?
You know, when was the last time for you, huh, Johnny?
When was the last time for what?
When was the last time for you with a real man?
When was the last time for you?
Johnny, you're a tease.
Look, Raz, you can stop this right now.
But you do want me to tell you about myself, don't you?
No, not right now.
You want me to know, just, you know, give you a little more information about myself, don't you?
Very little.
Johnny, you must be awful lonely, Johnny.
Not really.
Oh, Johnny, I see you at night getting ready to go home. Putting on your coat by yourself. Getting in your car by yourself. Going home to an empty house by yourself.
I manage.
Yeah, but that's all you just manage, you know? Wouldn't you ever wonder what it's like to have someone there waiting for you when you get home, you know? Someone to pour you a mug of beer and rub your feet for you and tell you how tired you look. Someone to talk to, you know?
Well,
Someone to warm your sheets.
What?
Your sheets in your bed.
Bed?
You do sleep in a bed, don't you?
Yes, of course.
Ever sleep with anyone else?
No. Well, as if it's any of your business.
Oh, well, it's none of my business, but you're the kind of lady a guy would like to sleep with, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, I'm not talking fun, I'm talking serious.
Serious?
Oh, serious fun, huh?
What is serious fun?
Oh, the kind of fun a lady like you needs, you know? I bet you take your fun pretty serious.
I take my life pretty seriously.
Well, I don't intend wasting your time. I want to make every second count.
That seems fair. What am I saying?
You won't regret it, Johnny. You know, thanks for giving me the chance. Oh. Hello? Pepperoni? No, I don't like pepperoni. Hey, you got champagne? No? Well, how about cannelloni? Yeah. And packaged wine to go? In a box? Yeah, great, yeah. Okay, stay. Wait just a minute. I'm gonna have her give you the address. Yeah. Yeah. Drop it off in about 2 hours. We should just about be getting home then. Yeah. See you later. Tiger woman.
Hello. Can you hold on for just a moment? This is frightening. My palms are perspiring. All right, maybe there's some primal release going on here, something that I have never experienced before. Okay, all right. If Madame Curie could give up her life to discover radium, I can give up one night for the sake of research. Yeah, that's 211 West Grant, number 11, and ring the bell.
Okay, folks, let's go. We're ready to wrap this thing up. Let's move it. Hang in there, kids. You've been terrific. Really great. All right. Tape is rolling. In 5, 4, 3, 2, action.
Just for the record, I don't see why I have to play all these dyke women for Pete's sake.
Cut!
I mean, come on. First a truck driver, and now this, a gangster?
Hey, look, Shelley Winter played Ma Barker in the early stages of her career, right? Don't you admire Shelley Winters?
No.
Are we ready to go, Joyce?
I mean, are you trying to tell me something? You think I have a gender identity problem or something?
Joyce, sweetheart, are we ready to go?
I mean, I have some depth, you know. I am an actress.
Of course you are. Nobody's denying that. Now, we're ready. Stand by. Tape rolling. Action.
Looks like we didn't do our homework, boys.
Looks like this ain't the place for us to set up shop, shall we say. Let's say that. I just did. Big deal. Says who?
Hey, boys. You can't live with them. You can't shoot them.
Yeah, you can.
You can?
Yeah.
Hey, look, can we get on with this thing? Look, if you're gonna start intimidating me and coercing me into selling my diner, you just better start now, because I'm getting ready to call the police.
No. We have changed our minds.
We've changed our minds.
We are leaving.
Just as we can. Out the door.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, Sheila, do you think you could take care of Muffy for me tomorrow? I hate to leave him alone when I know I'm going to be gone more than a couple of hours.
Okay, here.
And don't I know you?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you used to live in Elmira.
Elmira? Oh, no, I don't believe so.
Are you sure? Yeah, ain't you the guy? It's the pencil.
Oh,
Pencil? He's the guy that ratted on Louis.
Louis?
Lips Louis, the most silentest boss who ever lived. He once testified in front of a grand jury for over 3 hours, and his lips never moved. Not once.
He never spilled the Pintos on nobody.
Until this guy came along.
I'm certain you must have me mistaken for someone else.
I don't think so.
He don't think so.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He knows where the bodies is buried.
He knows where the bodies is buried.
I didn't actually know
You see that? See that?
Mr. Granger, is this true? Do you know these, people?
Well, not personally. Just, they must have known a former client of mine. You see, I was an accountant, yes. I had a very good practice. I was very righteous and upstanding, and I never got in trouble with the IRS, and well, that attracted certain kinds of people, the good people and the not so good people. And, well, I was locking up my office one night on 13th and Elm, triple locking it actually, and up in the dark pulled this nice long Lincoln convertible, and out of it came this gentleman. It was dark and I couldn't see exactly who he was, and well, he asked me to help him take some things out of his trunk to put in my safe. Well, I thought, who is this man? He came into the light then. I thought, oh, well, that's one of my clients. Well, he came into my office then after I unlocked the triple lock, and I said, what is it exactly you need to help me have you unpack and move into my safe? And he says, well, just open up the trunk and you'll see. And I said, well, fine, open up the trunk. So he did, and we proceeded to look in the trunk, and I saw these packages, nice little packages, sort of canvas with a plastic sealant on them, and the packages were nice.
Get to the point.
But, well, little did I know that former client would have turned out to be Lips Louie, and, oh, well, I somehow got involved in the whole mess, and I didn't want to, but, well, that's why I came to Denver, because I wanted to avoid the press coverage and the whole gruesome scene. It was several years ago, and I just never thought anyone would remember.
Remember? You're practically a legend, like the Lone Ranger.
Or Fats Domino.
Shut up, Riley.
Hey.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Lips Louie was one of us, but ain't nobody sorry to see him go. He was holding out on everybody.
That's the fact, mister. Well, when he went to the slammer, there was a whole lot of heavy sighing going on. Shoo-woo! Like that.
Well, mister, looks like you impressed my boys here. That's hard to do. You know, maybe I'll come up and visit with you sometime.
Oh, my.
Well, boys, looks like we'll be leaving. We need to continue our pursuit of our lifestyle. So long, everybody. We will send you an invite to the open house.
Make sure you watch out for trouble.
Yeah, and remember, it comes in all sizes.
Well, Mr. Granger, I didn't know you had such a colorful past.
I'd rather not discuss it any further if you don't mind. And please, let's keep this conversation strictly confidential if you don't mind.
Certainly.
Who's there?
Our hero.
Are they gone and the gangsters gone?
Yes, they are.
Oh, good. I couldn't find no undershirts. Well, it's nice to see you folks are all right. Those certainly were some tough hombres.
Yeah, right, Bo.
I'm gonna go take a walk, Bo.
Hi, Bo.
Hi, Bambi.
Did Sheila get a chance to talk to you?
Yeah.
Oh, what did she say?
She said she were going for a walk.
Did she tell you anything else?
She'd be back in a minute.
Anything else?
Excuse me, Bo?
Oh, well, I guess I'll have to tell you myself then.
What is it?
Bo, I am a human being. And as a human being, I have certain needs. And I need you to go to Hollywood with me so that I can become a star, and then you can do whatever you want.
Oh, wait just a golden minute. Is it Sheila who's putting these here ideas into your head?
No! Well, some of them. But they're good ideas.
Well, wait, I already told you what I thought of about that film feller, but if you want to make a darn fool girl of yourself and go out to Hollywood and chase him around and ruin your life and get hooked on drugs, that's fine, because you can either do that or you can stay right here and marry me. Now, that's your choices. What's it going to be?
Stand by. Rolling credits. Good, thank you, people. That was great, that was great. Well, okay, it wasn't great. But it's finished, and that's great.
Good night, Brewster.
Good night.
But that's crazy. I've never heard of anything like that before.
Well, surely you've heard of the stigmata.
The what?
You know, when a person views a statue of Christ and his palms begin to bleed.
Or they see a picture of the Madonna and they're so deeply moved that their hands get holes in them, like nail holes.
No.
Yeah, it happens to actors all the time. They become so involved with the character that they're portraying that they pick up certain traits and characteristics.
But I've been playing gay women for the last 2 episodes. What does that mean?
It's hard to say, but is that the worst that could happen?
Really, I had an actor friend who played Othello in blackface up in Boulder for over 6 weeks. And you should hear the stories he has to tell about cruising the bars in Aurora.
Hey, come on, you guys. I want to hear more about this stuff.
Joyce, what about our meeting?
Hey, not now, Brewster. This is much more important.
I'm here for our meeting.
Oh, seems everyone else has already left.
Oh, gee, that's too bad.
Oh, well, since you're here, maybe we could have a meeting. Just the two of us, alone.
Oh, that'd be fine. I mean, that would be fine.
Oh, well, come along then.
Hey, Madam Director!
I am here, O wonder of the world of words.
Yeah, Paul said you want to see me.
The storylines for next episode look pretty thin. You think we could come up with something more interesting?
How about a flash flood?
Nah.
Hurricane?
No, it's something bigger than that.
I got it. The Democrats can come up with a winning candidate.
This is comedy, not theater of the absurd.
Oh, yeah, right. Say, speaking of that, whatever happened to that campaign button you used to wear?
Oh, you mean the one that said, Bush Leaguers for Bush?
Yeah, how come you don't wear that anymore?
I decided I wasn't comfortable bringing my politics into the workplace. I don't believe an artist's work should reflect a certain way of thinking.
Oh, don't worry, your work doesn't reflect any thinking at all.
Well, I try.
Hey, buy you a beer?
Certainly.
the Denver diner. Well, we're going to the diner. Don't you know? It's the only place to eat, the Denver diner. Yeah, we're going to the Denver diner. Well, we're going to the diner. Don't you know?
This is Rick Lawson.
And this is Ruann Keith.
We are the owners and proprietors of the Denver Diner.
Well, you might say we're the perpetrators.
Yes, actually that's true. We conceived of the Denver Diner as a place where anything could happen, and it does.
Amen.
Come on! Amen. 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 Come on, I know y'all can sing. Hey, yeah! Amen.
I miss New York delicatessen. The difference between New York and Denver is a matter of such simple emphasis. In Denver, the corned beef is really deformed beef. I miss New York delicatessen.
Well, I think maybe I should have breakfast. So, why don't you get me something, let's see, something simple. Eggs Benedict with a light sauce and crepe Suzettes and a nice consomme.
I'm afraid that's not on the menu anywhere.
I see. Well, then what would you recommend?
I'd recommend that you have breakfast in Boulder.
Charming.
What's going on here?
This is a meeting of the minds. And so far, nobody showed up.
So, where'd you work in Tulsa?
Drove a truck.
Big rig?
Big.
Right. Spent a lot of time alone then.
Yep.
Do you miss it?
Nope.
You don't miss the freedom, the independence, the open road?
Nope.
How come?
Hemorrhoids.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was trying to discover my real self. But I had to stop.
Why?
Because this monster moved into my closet. I do not believe that you think I am as ignorant as my character. I happen to have been selected as a Rhodes Scholar.
What's that, a truck driving school?
Shows how little do you know. I submitted a paper on the relative instability of personality traits in the urban society. It was well received.
Well, that sure seems like an odd topic for an actress. Were you a theater major?
I turned down the Rhodes because of what he did in South Africa.
Who?
What?
Who did what?
Rhodes in South Africa.
Well, it seems like you were pretty snooty if you wouldn't go to Africa because the roads were bad.
They just sit around and talk all day long while the real men are out there fighting, taking action, sticking their necks out on the line and fighting for freedom.
Meddling in the affairs of a tiny impoverished country is hardly heroic, and the deaths of innocent women and children hardly furthers the cause of freedom. If we truly believe in democracy, what we need to do is support the right of the people to decide for themselves.
They don't know what's good for themselves.
And you do?
I love it when you flare your nostrils like that, Billy.
You must know that you're starting to lose this argument, or you wouldn't be changing the subject. And please do not compare me to a horse. I do not find that particularly flattering, even if you are hung like a stallion yourself.
Lily, is it your wifely prerogative to always get my dander up? Can a man carry on a simple conversation without you stirring my blood and staring at me with those seductive eyeballs of yours?
Major, you're pulling at my unconscious identity by baiting my most deep-rooted insecurities, and I want you to put your hands all over my body.
Oh yeah, but the most indescribable is this character who has developed the most complex set of antisocial behaviors you have ever seen. Yeah, you know, the ironic thing about it is that he's not really an unpleasant person. I kind of want to see what he's about. I'd really love to see what makes him tick.
Now, for you who are discriminating, for you who are in charge of your lives, for you who care about your body and the feet that carry it, you who have it all in your lap, and now there's the perfect shoe. For the athlete, the partygoer, the professional person, a shoe that always fits your foot, the Pena running shoe. It allows you to be on either side of a tricky issue with one simple bound. The Pena running shoe is designed for people who know where they're going and don't really know how they're going to get there. In this shoe, you can run for the airport no matter where it is. The Pena running shoe. It runs and runs and runs.
Isn't that supposed to make my toes curl? Well, you can save it, sister. I wouldn't believe you if you told me the sky is blue.
It is not. It only appears to be blue due to atmospheric conditions.
See anybody down there who gives a shit?
Make my day.
Many of the dangerous spirits cross the border along with the good ones. Ramjob is their leader. He is the most treacherous one of all. He occupies his victims' bodies and causes them to do horrible, unspeakable acts.
Unspeakable acts? Anything you can talk about?
Know what I mean? And that's what the doctor said to my mother when he slapped my face in the delivery room.
No, I'm afraid not. This trans-channeling business has gotten totally out of hand. I don't have a private life anymore. It all seemed so harmless at first. When the first one or two spirits entered my being, I was thrilled. After years of patient study, I finally connected with the netherworld. The conditions have gotten so bad that they're talking about starting a union and going on strike. And asking Shirley MacLaine to arbitrate. I don't even like Shirley MacLaine.
Do you drink this much all the time?
Women without men get drunk a lot.
I'm really looking forward to meeting your mother.
Oh, yes, and Mumsy is just delighted you'll be joining us on our hiatus.
Oh, I can't wait to see her hiatus and her camellias too.
How amusing.
I want so much to break out of these constraining mindsets, you know, that, and I know that I will never be able to have a mature, mutually supportive relationship with a woman until I do. It's like a curse.
Well, you know, that's really refreshing.
Oh, good. It's I guess I'm just gonna have to apologize all over myself and just leave it at that. But I really would like to have this conversation at another time.
So would I.
Great. What do you say, well, we could rent a Jane Fonda film and we could have dinner at, say, my place.
I love it. Have you seen Julia?
Oh, I have always wanted to see that film.
He was playing the soundtrack from Cheech's new movie, Born in East L.A.
Talent in place. Where's my floor director?
Alrighty, can we clear the set, please? Talent only. Hey, talent only, buddy. This means you gotta go.
I wait in the Denver sun for the Suicide Squad. Will they stop the sun? The warm sun on 16th Street, 15th Street, 14th Street, 13th Street, 12th, 11th, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, kablooey! That's all, folks.
Hat slipped off my head. That was my favorite hat too, would you believe it? It slipped off. Now this is the strange part of the story. My head didn't stop, it didn't hit the bottom, it just kept floating and floating and floating down until it was a little bitty speck and then it disappeared. That I never did find out whatever happened to my hat, but that box didn't have a bottom in it. So I'm sitting there thinking, my goodness, I had to talk about that. So I had me a little bit of refreshment here, and I gave it some real thought. And I said to myself, I better make sure that this box is just what it looks like. It didn't have no bottom. So I go pick up a rock, and I go throw it in there. And sure enough, the same thing happened. That rock just went down and down and down and disappeared, and it was gone. Well, I tell you, that caused me to do some thinking. I just didn't know. I thought I had something real special here, but I didn't know exactly what it was that I could do with it. So I decided to go into town. I needed to get me a hat anyhow. When I was in town, I was thinking about all the things that I could do with this because it's so special. And then I go by this newsstand and I see these newspapers, and there's this headline saying the government's having all kinds of problems getting rid of all of their nuclear waste and their poisonous chemicals and things like that. And it hit me just like that. A light bulb lit up in my head, and it said to me, why don't I take and let the government know about this little black box of mine? Because this little black box that didn't have no bottom in it could be the ultimate dump. That's what I said to myself, the ultimate dump. So, I called the government, and I negotiated back and forth with them a little bit, and it took them a while before they could believe me. But I finally arranged for them guys to come out here, and they started bringing out all of the things they wanted to get rid of and putting it down in that black box. And every time they come to visit me, I get $5,000. And I'm getting pretty close to my $1 million. So, these government guys are coming out here, and sure enough, I think I got about another week or so, and I'm gonna be, if you got the script, if you want it.
Okay, stay there.
Yes.
How the hell should I know where it all goes? And what do I care? Look,
Yeah.
pay me cash.
All this stuff they bring out here, how the hell should I know where it goes? My gosh, they just keep paying me cash. I don't know what that stuff is. I mean, some of it I saw kind of glows a little bit, and other of it smells like hell, but I don't care. They just keep on pouring it in there, and it just disappears. And as long as they keep paying me the money, why should I care? I mean, after all, they're paying me, I'm getting rich, and nobody's getting hurt on that, are they? Why, no. By gum, before you know it, I'm going to be able to get out of here. What's that you say? Why, that hat just